welcome to LGTV's A Moment in Time. My name is Jennifer Coulter, and I'm here with the lovely Miss Morgan Hancock, and she is the founder and owner of 1010 Wellness. She's also a certified personal trainer and a nutritionist. I'm so happy that you have agreed to come talk to us with us today.
Thank you. I'm super excited to be here.
Thank you. So I want to go ahead and get into what your business is. I really love the concept of your name, 1010 Wellness. So could you please explain to us what that actually means and how you came up with that name?
Yeah, sure. Well, it's kind of funny because I was going to make the name Life Well Lived because I just thought life well lived, that'd be a life full of health and wellness. But then I realized that I wanted God to really be in the name of my business, and Life Well Lived doesn't really say that explicitly. So I actually wrote down a list of 60 names, just as fast as I could. I said I'm going to write on a piece of paper 60 names, and I just asked God to pull a name out, like to stand out to me, the best name. So I just wrote these down within maybe 20 minutes, and when I looked at the list, right there was 1010. And I just loved the way it sounded, and most of all, I loved the scripture that inspired it, which was John 10:10, where Christ says that he came to give us life, and he came to give it to us to the fullest. And that's really the whole mission of 1010 Wellness, is to help people live their life to the fullest.
Okay, and you mentioned that your company is based off of Christian principles. So why is it so important for Christians to care about their health or to maintain a healthy lifestyle?
Well, first of all, it's because as Christians, our number one duty is to spread the gospel. And if we're sick or dead, we can't really do that. And so it requires you to be healthy so that you can live long, so that you can have energy. And also, I noticed that the health and wellness industry was so saturated with secular and superficial thinking. And as a Christian, I didn't really feel comfortable going to these other companies when all they did was focus on the physical. So I wanted to create a company that not only focused on getting physically fit, but spiritually fit. So that 1010 Wellness, we get you total wellness, physical and spiritual.
Okay. So as Christians, we have an obligation to ourselves and to our ministry to be healthy, to exercise, and for wellness. So what would your advice be for someone that's trying to get into working out or healthy lifestyle, but are just struggling with it?
Right. Well, you need a coach. We all need somebody who can guide us, who can hold us accountable. And even as a personal trainer, I've hired a personal trainer for myself, just because I need that person to hold me accountable, to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, when I'm supposed to be doing it. And so the first step, I would say, is to hire a coach or to get in a group where the main thing you need is accountability. Or, of course, come to me, 1010 Wellness, and we'll get you all set up with nutritional guide, exercise guide, and we'll also, address some of the emotional things that are causing you to get physically unhealthy.
And can you explain some of your products and services that you offer? I know you just mentioned a couple, but what are some of the other ones?
Well, we have nutritional planning, and that is everything. I mean, it tells you what to eat, when to eat it. It gives you cookbooks. It gives you shopping lists. It also comes with daily support from me through email. You also get to join a private Facebook group with other people who are my clients, so we can all kind of support each other. And I have multiple nutritional programs. If you go on 1010wellness.com, you'll see those. But then also, I have a whole skincare line and with natural products, natural ingredients. And that's not a big MLM company. That's not a big business. That's my own products, my own brand that are manufactured right in Indiana. And also, I have a whole line of essential oils.
Okay, so what is your favorite product out of or service out of everything that you do?
Well, my favorite product is always changing. It's usually whatever my newest product is. So right now it is my newest product, which is my 28-day, I call it 28-day Revitalize, but it's just a 28-day nutrition e-course. So you actually enroll in the course, and then you get sent like weekly assignments, and in addition to that, you get your nutritional guides, your meal plans, your shopping list, your cookbook, but you also get homework each week. So you actually aren't just me telling you what to eat, but you're learning how to eat good, whole, clean foods. So even though it's a 28-day program, the information will change somebody's whole life once they learn exactly how to basically be their own nutritionist.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, I have to ask you because
I'm scared.
No, don't be scared. Because, you know, they say all work, no play makes Jane a dull girl. So,
right.
What is your favorite pig out food? We're talking about all this healthy food, but what is your weakness, so to speak?
That's easy. Hot wings.
Hot wings.
Hot wings, and dipped in ranch. I just drown them in ranch. That's my favorite. That's my cheat meal.
Do you think?
But wait, let me say, I also learned a trick, and this may sound gross, but it's delicious, to make cauliflower buffalo wings. It's all over Pinterest, and it's in my cookbook, and it's actually really good. They're made out of cauliflower, but you bread them and you bake them and you dip them in hot sauce. It's a healthy. It kind of satisfies that craving.
That seems really interesting.
It's good. I'm gonna bring you some.
Okay. I'll try. I guess I'll try. So you think it's okay or necessary even for people to have a cheat meal or to have something to satisfy their cravings, or do you think that they should just always?
I think they should. If you're having a craving, if it's for something sweet or something salty or for cheese, it's because your body is lacking a certain nutrient. And so those cravings will go away when you learn how to satisfy them with the right nutrients. So if you're craving cheese, I have a lot of people, because we don't put dairy in our meal plan, so people say, I have to have cheese. But cheese is actually a craving for fat. Your body's needing fat, but there's so many healthy fats out there, like avocado. So when you satisfy those cravings with healthy things, they go away.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you as well, you'd mentioned something about motivating and getting a personal trainer, but there may be people that can't afford to get a personal trainer. So when we return after the break, I'll be asking Morgan what she would suggest someone who needs that extra push. LGTV's A Moment in Time. I am Jennifer Coulter, and I'm still here with the wellness coach extraordinaire, Miss Morgan Hancock. And before the break, I was going to ask you, what if a person cannot afford a personal trainer? What are some tips that you could give someone who wants to work out, but they just can't seem to find that extra motivation to do so?
Right. Well, I used to do in-person personal training. So somebody would hire me, and it was expensive. It was like $50, $60 an hour. And, I would stand by your side and coach you. And so really, by me creating these online programs and e-courses, it's made it much more affordable for people to have that personal one-on-one coaching, but without the expense. because for much cheaper, I can coach you online. Because I can coach so many people at a time than for me to actually come to your house or come to the gym. So buying an online program is really a good solution or a good alternative, much cheaper alternative than hiring a in-person personal trainer.
Okay. Well, you've got a couple of titles on you. You've got health coach, wellness coach, personal trainer, nutritionist. So as an entrepreneur, what do you think the 3 most important skills are to be successful as an entrepreneur?
3 most, man, okay, you put me on the spot here. Let's see. Number 1, I think, would be drive. You'll never be an entrepreneur if you don't have any drive. I've never met a successful entrepreneur who wasn't very driven and very passionate. So you have to have passion, you have to have drive. Secondly, I would say you have to have follow through, because I also meet a lot of people who are very passionate and very inspired and inspirational people, but they have no follow through. And so their wonderful ideas never actually come to fruition because they don't follow through. And then third, I would say that you need a really good network, because you cannot accomplish any big dreams on your own. And I always say, if you can accomplish a dream by yourself, it's not big enough. You're gonna need a team and you're gonna need people. So drive, passion, follow through, and a network.
And you know what, you can also relate that back to the health as well, because you do need drive, you do need passion, and you do need, you know, people to help you and support you along the way in your wellness journey too.
Right.
So
that's exactly right. And I'll get some people, you have to have the initial drive to even come to me. And on the days that you're kind of lacking that drive, I will help push you along and you know, and put the fire back in you. But if people, you do have to be willing to do some work yourself.
well, what does success look like to you?
Success to me is pleasing the Lord. It's pleasing God. And so part of pleasing God is taking all the gifts and all the talents that He's given me and all the resources He's given me and using them to the fullest. And so that's brought me to business and to finding ways that I can help more people and inspire people. So to me, success is being able at the end of the day to say that you used everything that God gave you and you did the best you could.
That's really inspirational, and I really like that you use your business as a ministry opportunity as well. So can you explain kind of how you do that?
Yeah, and that's actually a tricky balance because we're all called to be ministers. Let me say that first. And all of us, business is a ministry, even if it's not explicitly a ministry. I mean, if you go and work at a factory, you're still ministering, you know, to the people in the plant with you. So every business is a ministry. But I wanted to create a business that was explicitly a Christian business. And so it is tricky because it's hard to balance with saying that you want to minister to people and you want to help people, but you're also making an income. And I think that can get tricky. And that's been a hard thing for me to balance. But you know, everything that I do is meant to help people and to ultimately point them to Christ. And so I do that through coaching them with health and wellness. But at the end of the day, I will tell the people, no matter how healthy you are and how much you work out and how awesome your body gets, that's not the answer to wellness if you don't have a relationship with Christ. So it's been tricky, but I have found a way to balance business and ministry.
And I feel like that is what your whole message is not being a victim of your circumstance or your way or your health, even if you have diabetes or heart disease, but overcoming and being a victor of that situation. And that's what I feel like, or that's what I get from 1010 Wellness.
No, I think that's great. That's exactly what I'm trying to do, is to help people see that through Christ they have the power to completely change their life, whether that's their health, physical health, emotional health, spiritual health. And so I really wanted to create a place where people could come and be transformed.
Well, I really appreciate your business. I appreciate you coming here today, and I do want to give you the opportunity to let our viewers know how to get in contact with you, how to get your products, and also some of the giveaways that you offer as well.
Okay, well the easiest way to get me is to go to www.1010wellness.com, and that's TENTEN wellness.com, or like us on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram. We're everywhere, and it's just facebook.com/1010wellness, Instagram/1010wellness. But if you go to my website 1010wellness.com, and there's a tab that says freebies, and click that, and we have new freebies every month, giveaways, free ebooks, all kinds of awesome stuff there. So make sure you go check that out, and then you get to see a picture of me and my kiddos. So I really want you guys to go check that out.
So there you have it, folks. This is the ministry of 1010 Wellness, founded and owned by Miss Morgan Hancock. And this is Moment in Time. I'm Jennifer Coulter, and thank you so much for tuning in.